Volume good? Hear me okay? Hi, 1Anderson. This is Krissy, and welcome to our Sunday flow. We will get started with a child's pose. So if you can, knees out wide, big toes to touch, forehead down to your mat, and extend your arms out long. Really feel into this pose. With every inhalation, you will stretch out further, and with every exhalation, you'll sink down a little bit lower. Take a few deep breaths on your own, breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. Do that a few times on your own as we integrate into our yoga practice. Leave whatever you were working on to the outside and spend the next 60 minutes just focusing on your yoga practice. Let's take one more inhale in together through our nose. Open mouth, exhale, HA. Now, as you're in your child's pose, let's work on our Ujjayi breath. We'll be breathing in through our nose and exhale, seal your lips through your nose. You'll feel that oceanic sound through the back of your neck, back of your throat. This is our, as I said, Ujjayi breath or warrior breath, and it will help you flow from pose to pose as we flow through the next 60 minutes. Let's take one more Ujjayi breath. Inhale in through our nose and exhale out through our nose. Good. When you get a chance, come on up to tabletop position. Your hips will be over your knees, your shoulders over your wrists. Take a few bits of movement here. You can sway from side to side, tap out the tips of your feet, rotate your wrists around so the back of your hand is on your mat, and do some stretches for your wrists. When you're done with that, ready to come to a still tabletop position. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, downward facing dog. Flip to your toes. Give yourself a deep, generous bend in your knees. This could be your first down dog of the day, of the week, of the month. So be very generous here. Have some last bits of movement if you would like to sway from side to side. The focus here is not so much that your heels touch your mat, but more so that you have the long spine and the tilt out of your back. You want to have a straight, long spine from the tip of your head down to your edge of the spine. Take one last inhale here to settle. Exhale, forward fold, come to the top of your mat for ragdoll pose. Again, provide a generous bend in your knees if you need. And let's sway from side to side for ragdoll pose. Opposite hand grabs for opposite elbow. Give yourself a shake yes, shake no. Whatever you need here. Again, the goal here is not if you can bend over with your knees straight, but really give yourself that long spine. Bring your hands down to your mat and slowly, one vertebrae at a time, come to standing at attention. Option to have your hands at heart center or to your sides. Samasthiti, this is our standing at attention pose. Equal weight between both of your feet. Bring your hip tips forward and parallel squared off to the front of the room. Breathe here. This is usually where we set our intention for class. Today, I offer you the intention of patience. Patience for yourself today. Patience for your yoga practice today. Maybe it's been a while. Maybe you just practiced yesterday. but each flow is an opportunity to practice some patience for yourself, and you can bring that off your mat as well. Take one inhale here collectively through your nose. Exhale, let it out, open your mouth. Release your hands to your side, and let's begin our flow. Inhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Bring your hands over your head. Have your hip tips again square to the area in front of you. Long, straight spine. If you can, have your pinkies meet each other and take any curvature out of your lower spine. Inhale to rise. Exhale, dive forward, forward fold. Hands to the bottom of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands either to your shins or your thighs. Look as if you're peering over the top of your mat. Weight primarily in the back of your heels. You can do a check to see, again, slight micro bend in your knees, so not to hyperextend, and focus on the long back here. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, Chaturanga Tadasana, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, take a seat. I'd like to demo a few options for Chaturanga Tadasana because it's really important. We do it a ton through this flow, and alignment is the first and most important thing when you do some of these poses. So our first example of Chaturanga will be the full expression. From downward facing dog, inhale, high plank. Again, alignment, shoulders are over the wrists, my heels are over my toes, and I am secure here in my 360 core. Shift forward 2 inches. Exhale, low plank. You want to go no more and no less than 90 degrees, and pin your shoulders, pin your elbows as close to your ribs as you can. Flip your toes to the top of your mat for upward facing dog. Shine your chest forward and have 4 points of contact between your hands and your feet. Exhale, downward facing dog. Option 2, if you're still working on your strength, is to take this on your knees. Again, you'll come down here for plank. Inhale, shift forward 2 inches. Exhale, 90-degree bend here for low plank. Shift the top of your feet, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. The third and final option is to take high plank and hold and meet us in downward facing dog. Let's get started from a halfway lift here. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, Chaturanga Tadasana, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk, step, or jump to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Give yourself a little stretch here. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga Tadasana, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. You guys doing all right? Feeling okay? Good. Let's do it again. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk, step, or jump to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose, rise. Exhale, dive forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga Tadasana, high to low plank to go through your flow. Great job, yogis. let's all meet in a downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk, step, or jump to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Rooted down with your feet with equal distance and weight in your feet. Chair pose. Sink your hips down low and bring your hands up high like Tadasana arms. With every inhalation, sink a little bit deeper. Really try to take out the curvature from your spine so you can sink your hips down lower. And we're really focused here on the thighs here. And try to parallel your legs as deep as you can. Breathe here. Inhale to rise. Exhale, dive forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, go through your Chaturanga Tadasana, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. With the strength of your core, bring your feet between your hands. Breathe here. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, warrior two. I'll meet you this way. Front leg is bent down to a 90-degree bend and pivot your pinky side of your back foot to the short edge of your mat. Tee your arms out wide. Really focus on your thigh here and pull your knee as if it was going towards the upper corner of your mat. Ensure that your hip tips are square to the front of your mat and you are removing any curvature in your back. Breathe here. Inhale, shift 2 inches forward. Exhale, extended side angle pose. Tick-tock your arms at 12 and 2. Breathe here. Ensure a long side and try to prevent any crunching on your side that's leaning in. Ensure that the weight and the friction of your hand to your thigh are pulling your thigh out long, and a strong core here. Inhale, exhale, reverse warrior. High five the back of the room. Maintain your warrior two legs. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, windmill down, high to low plank, Chaturanga Tadasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to prepare and raise your left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. With the strength of your core, bring your legs down and your front leg between your two hands. Inhale here. Exhale, warrior two. Spin your hands to a T. Again, maintain that strong 90-degree angle in your front leg and pivot your pinky side of your leg to the edge of your mat. Breathe here. Really take your hands if you need and place them at your hips to ensure that you're square right in front of you. Gaze to the front of your hands. Inhale, shift forward 2 inches. Exhale, tick-tock your arms to 12 and 6 for side angle pose. Breathe here. Again, have those strong warrior two legs and lift as high as you're touching below you. Breathe here. Inhale, exhale, reverse warrior. High five the back of the room while maintaining warrior two legs. Really reach up and extend so not to crunch up the back. Breathe here. Inhale. Exhale, Chaturanga Tadasana, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a big inhale here. Let it all out. Good, let's do one more breath just like that. Inhale deeply through your nose. Exhale through your nose. All right, let's look forward. Exhale, walk, step, or jump to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, hands at thighs or shins. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, bow forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, go through your flow, Chaturanga Dandasana, high to low plank. Meet us in downward facing dog. Great. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Windmill your hands to a T. Long leg in the back. 90-degree bend here in your front leg. Inhale, shift forward 2 inches. Exhale, extended side angle pose. Inhale, reverse warrior, high five the back of the room. Option to have your hand wrapped around the front of your thigh or the back. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Hand through, legs through your hands. Inhale, warrior two. Bend 90 degrees in the front leg. Parallel your leg back. Inhale, shift forward 2 inches. Exhale, tick-tock your arms at 12 and 6, extended side angle pose. Inhale, reverse warrior, high five the back of the room. Exhale, windmill down, Chaturanga Dandasana, high to low plank. There you go. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, you guys come to the top of your mat. Take a seat. How's everybody doing? Good. All right, so we're gonna do some core. Sorry, you're not gonna get out of that one. Be quick, I promise. So laying on your back, soles of your feet touch, Supta Baddha Konasana, sit up. Have your hands right behind you and your elbows extended wide so you can't see them. We're gonna inhale to crunch, exhale to crunch, inhale to prepare. Exhale, inhale, rise, lower, rise, lower. You can go at whatever pace feels good for you. You can go with the beat or a little bit faster. You want some cardio? You want to level up? You can totally bring your legs up if you're feeling like that. But the goal is to look above and just lift. Tiny lip motion here. We're here for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Long body stretch here. And when you're ready, reverse tabletop your legs, and we'll do some yogi bicycle sit-ups. So we're gonna go twist, extend one leg, twist the opposite. Twist, inhale, twist, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Do a few of these on your own. Again, slower for building muscle, faster if you want to do some cardio. Here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. All right, long body stretch. When you're ready, go up and down, roll on your spine a few times, and we'll meet in a boat pose. Last core, I swear. Take a quick sip if you need. So boat pose here. Bend your legs and knees like this. Hands between under your thighs, and roll back on your spine until you feel engagement in your core. Now, if this is where you're at, and this is what's feeling good, that's totally fine. If you'd like to level up, you can extend your legs in reverse tabletop position. You can let your hands out like this. Work on some balance and some core. If you're really feeling it, you can do full expression, whatever you need. Hold a bit for 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross your legs over and flow through a Chaturanga Dandasana. Good job, ladies. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. You guys did it. We're not done, but we're done with core, so. All right. Inhale your right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. Raise your hands above you like Tadasana. Your front leg has a 90-degree bend. Your back leg is straight, or you micro bend if that's what you need today. If this is too much, always feel free to take this on your back knee. Again, engage that core that we worked on. Strong Tadasana arms and heel above toe. Breathe here. Inhale, exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, shift forward 2 inches. Exhale, twist for revolve crescent lunge. Opposite leg to opposite elbow. Have your elbows stacked against each other. Keeping those strong crescent lunge legs. And hands at heart center. Breathe here. With every inhalation, you'll lengthen. Every exhalation, you'll twist a bit deeper. Try not to collapse your torso over your legs so we can use that core that we worked on. Inhale here, exhale. One more. Inhale, exhale, hands to your mat for runner's lunge. If you'd like, you can move your right toe to the top of corner of your mat. And if that feels comfortable, you can come down on your back leg. This is where you are, it's totally fine. We just need to kind of stretch out our legs and our hamstrings. If you have the flexibility, you can move a bit back and forth. If you like to take this on your elbows, use your hand as a bit of a pillow and really just embrace the stretch here. Inhale, if you're on your arms, come to your hands. And exhale, meet me in a high plank. Inhale to prepare. Have your left hand the center of your mat. And exhale, side plank. Raise your right hand to the top of your mat and ensure that your joints are all stacked. The focus here is to really work your obliques and your side here. If you feel like going for it, you can balance on one leg, fallen tree. You can take it on your knee, whatever you need today. Breathe here, inhale. Exhale, flow through Chaturanga Dandasana, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, your left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. If you breathe here, hands above like Tadasana, mountain pose. If you need more space between your hips, feel free to move your back leg, move your front leg any which way, as long as you have a 90-degree bend in your front leg and a strong back leg to hold you and support you. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, hands at heart center. Inhale, shift forward 2 inches. Exhale, revolve crescent lunge. Opposite leg, opposite elbow to opposite leg. Breathe here. Again, feel free to take this on your knees if that's what you need today. With every inhalation, your body will extend. With every exhalation, you'll twist a little deeper. Inhale here. Exhale, runner's lunge. Again, feel free to move your foot closer to the edge of your mat. If it's comfortable, you can take your knee down on your back leg. And take whatever modification you need in this pose to get what you need. It can be different or the same from what you did on the other side, just what you need today. Inhale, come to your palms. And if you're on your back, when you're on your back leg, come back to your toes. Inhale to prepare. Right hand is at the center of your mat. Sorry, we'll go plank first. Inhale to prepare. Right hand on the middle of your mat. Again, side plank. Here we go. Again, whatever you need 1 foot, 2 feet, but really focus on your obliques here. They're what lifting you up. Try not to collapse into your shoulders. Inhale here. Exhale, Chaturanga Tadasana, high to low plank. Take your flow. Great job, yogis. Let's all meet in a downward facing dog. Let's do that one more time. Oh, yeah. That one more time. Inhale, look forward. Exhale to the top of your mat. Inhale, chair pose. We've been here before. Tuck your tailbone down below your heart. Tadasana, arms here. Open your chest wide. Inhale here. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga Tadasana, high to low plank. Take your flow. Great. All right. All right. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk, step, or jump to the top of your mat. We've been here before. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, sink a little bit deeper. Inhale to rise. Exhale, hands at heart center. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, twisted prayer pose. Focus the weight in the back of your heels. And if you can, bring your toes up to check your balance. Again, your hands are stacked. Your gaze is up below you or to the bottom, whatever is comfortable for your neck. With every inhalation, we will extend. Every exhalation will dig a little deeper into our glutes back here. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, hands on your mat. Let's prepare for gorilla pose. Flip your hands to the top. Flip to the top of your hands. Bring your feet down to your wrists. And just kind of give yourself a little bit of a wrist massage for all that work. Again, feel free to have a generous bend or not. Sway from side to side. Whatever you need here. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Bring your hands up above you. Sink down like your Tadasana arms here. Inhale, hands at heart center. Exhale, squat down a little bit further if you can. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, revolved prayer twist. Again, opposite knee to opposite elbow. Weight equally distributed between your toes and your hips are below your heart. Inhale here to rise. Exhale to twist. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale here. Exhale, release. Hands to your mat. Inhale, take your pink peace fingers between your toes and your thumb around. And again, just give yourself a nice stretch. You can micro bend your knees, keep them straight, twist from side to side, whatever you need here. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga Tadasana, high to low plank. Go through your flow. Good. Now we will work on the balancing series of our class. So if you could, inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk, step, or jump to the top of your mat. Inhale again, chair pose. Exhale, sink a little bit deeper. Let's prepare for eagle on the left. So take your left hand, bring it under your right, twist it like this if you need. If that's not where you're at today, feel free to give yourself a bear hug instead, whatever feels comfortable. Wrap your left leg over your right. Again, you can have your foot as a stand. You can go over one twist. You can go over two twists, whatever you need, whatever you feel like today. Feel free to move your hands away from your face, if that helps. Pretend as if you had a wall behind you and you're able to just sit up against the wall. Inhale here, exhale to release. All right, let's get right back into it. Inhale for chair pose. Prepare for eagle on the right. Right arm under your left, right leg over your left. Again, do a kickstand, double bind, one time around. But here, eagle pose. The goal is to lengthen through your torso, but sit deeper with your legs. Inhale here, exhale to release. Inhale, mountain pose, hands rise overhead. And we will prepare for dancers on the left. From your hands up here at Tadasana, take your left hand to the crevice of your hip. Have your left leg meet you. Your hands hold on either to the inside of your foot here. If this is where you're at, that's totally fine. But slowly, you'll kick out first from your foot to your hand. Consider this an elbow shoulder stretch. And your hand standing has a curvature as if it was a glass of wine. Let's try to use your core here to really hold your body up. Inhale here, exhale to release. Inhale, mountain pose, hands over your head. Exhale, dancers on the right. Grab your right leg with your right hand. And again, focus on this nice shoulder stretch. Hand, left hand above, looking like a glass. And slowly exhale, you can release for your dancers on the right. Try to find your drishti, your one place of focus. And if you're feeling wobbly, you're challenging yourself, and that's great. Inhale here, exhale, release. Grab a sip of water if you guys need as we prepare for tree. When we're all ready, let's meet at equal standing pose, Namaste. Our hands at heart center. Take your right leg and meet it anywhere on your left, below or above the knee, avoiding the knee. We don't want that kind of injury here. And prepare for tree pose. Have equal friction between the bottom of your bent knee and your standing leg. Have them push together for some stability. Again, equal stand on that left leg. And if you're here, that's great. If you want to raise your hands, grow your tree, you can do that as well. If you want to really challenge your focus, your drishti, close your eyes. Inhale here, exhale, release, shake it out. Do that on the other side, all right? Inhale, hands to heart center, prepare. Exhale, put your leg anywhere, your left leg anywhere on your standing leg. Have that tension, have that focus, have that drishti. Hands at heart center, this is great. If not, you can grow your tree. Or if you really want to challenge yourself, close those eyes. Inhale here. Exhale to release. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, high to low plank. Go through your flow. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior one. Have your front foot, your right foot, inch as close to the top of your mat as you need. And as you rise with your Tadasana arms, plant your back leg at a 45-degree angle. If you need, grab your hands over your hips and square them to the front of the room. Tuck your tailbone in to prevent any curvature in your back. And really try to focus your hips to the front. Now, this is a hard pose. It's really, it can really be uncomfortable. It really just does a lot of internal rotation, external rotation, but it's really good, especially we're always on our desks, on our computers, on our laptops. Anyways, take a inhale to rise. Exhale, warrior two. Bend your front knee. Pivot your leg to the back of the short edge of your mat. Inhale here. Strong T arms here. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Move 2 inches forward. And for triangle pose, again, similar to what we've done before, but you have that straight knee in front. Really have your abdominals lift you up so you're not collapsing into your hips or into your thighs. Really try to reach up as much as you're reaching down. Breathe here. Inhale to rise, warrior one, warrior two. Pivot your front leg to the short edge of your mat for wide leg forward fold. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, forward fold here. Feel free to grab for your legs, for your shins, for your feet, sway from side to side. Do what feels good. This is where you have an inversion in your practice. You want to get on your head. I can't do that, but if that's something you want to do, go for it. When you're ready, slowly bring your hands up to a T and exhale, warrior two. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, go through your flow, Chaturanga Dandasana, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, inhale your left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. You know where we're going with this. Inhale, warrior one. Bend your front knee. Twist your back foot to a 45-degree angle. Place your hands on your hips and focus on squaring your hip tips here. Tuck your tailbone in to prevent any curvature in your spine. And of course, maintain those strong mountain arms. Inhale here. Exhale, warrior two. Bend that front leg to 90 degrees. Have strong T arms. Inhale, straighten your left leg. Exhale, triangle pose. Again, really focus on your abdominals. Try to prevent any collapse of your thigh, of your body and your thigh together. And really look up or down or to the side, wherever is comfortable for your neck. Inhale to rise. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Pivot your front leg to the short edge of your mat. If you feel like doing a shoulder extension here, clasp the back of your hands together, especially where your wrists are. Inhale to rise. Exhale, forward fold. Really just bring some weight into the balls of your feet. See if you can kind of put some focus and lift your hips up to the sky. Slowly release your hands to prevent them from slingshotting around and come to a T with your hands for warrior two. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, high to low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, Downward facing dog. All right, come to a seat, however way you'd like to get there. I'd like to walk us through one more balancing pose. Have a sip of water. Take a minute to towel off if that's what you need. We're almost at the home stretch. So for crow pose, we've been doing a lot of work on our chaturanga arms. So we'll bring those into play here as we work through crow. So hands about 2 feet in front of you. Have your gaze slightly between your hands and a little bit in front of you, acting as a third leg for this pose. With your chaturanga arms, have your feet about, like I said, 2 feet behind your hands, and really have your knees up against your triceps here. Slowly shift your weight forward. And if this is where you're at, totally fine. But use some of that core we worked on all day or during our core series. And if you can lift one leg, go for it. If you feel like you can fly, go for the other one. I'm looking right in front of me here. So let's try that a little bit here. So again, with your chaturanga arms, slowly shift your weight into your triceps from your knees. And one leg, one foot slowly up, the other foot slowly up. See how long you can play with that for a bit. And when you're done, you can feel free to go through your flow or meet us in child's pose. Right here into our child's pose, we deserve it. Take a moment to collect your breath. Balancing poses like we've performed today really challenge your heart, get your heart moving. Takes a lot of strength and balance. So just listen to how you feel today. You've done great. It's amazing that you've taken this time for yourself. So just really enjoy how your body's responding to this challenge. Inhale to rise. You can either flow through chaturanga or you can meet us in downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg high. Exhale, half pigeon pose. Parallel your thigh to the short edge of your mat. And take a look behind your leg to see that it's jutting out right behind you. I don't have blocks, so this would be a really good time to put a block under your hip. And if you can, slowly for sleeping pigeon, come down to your hands or your forearms and just really feel this pose. Take a few inhalations through your nose, let them out through your nose. Think about our intention earlier that we've set. Have some patience for yourself. You felt a little hard on yourself today. You didn't like how some of the poses sat. Okay, you did it. Maybe tomorrow will be different. But just listen to yourself and have some patience there. When you're ready, you can rise out of your sleeping pigeon and come meet us in a downward facing dog. When you're ready, inhale your left leg high and exhale half pigeon on your left. Again, parallel your shin to the short edge of your mat and check behind you that your leg is extended out long. If this is where you'd like to be, it's totally fine. If you want to head down for sleeping pigeon, go ahead and work on that. Again, you really want to ensure that your front thigh is parallel to the short edge of your mat. Take a few breaths here on your own and really focus on having some patience for yourself. Inhale to rise whenever you are ready. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come up to a plank pose. And exhale slowly, one moment at a time, down on your mat, belly down. We'll do some belly down spine series. So bring your chin to the top of your mat and we'll prepare for cobra pose. So with your chaturanga arms, slowly, very little weight in our hands, come up for a back bend here. Make sure your feet are secure on the floor and just as little to no weight in your top hands. Inhale to rise, exhale, settle in. Inhale one more time. Exhale, ear down to your mat. Have your left ear on your mat and take a breath. Swing from side to side if that's what you need in your hips. And we'll get ready for either if you'd like to take another cobra pose or we'll take a floor bow pose. So if you're preparing for a floor bow pose, on your belly here, grab for the inside of your feet here. Parallel your knees together so they stay. We don't want them out like this. Stay here. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, kick into your feet at the same time that you're pulling into them. And really try to move up and down on your hip tips there. With every inhalation, you'll rise. Every exhalation, you'll settle in. Inhale. Exhale, release. Come to the bottom of your mat. You can windshield wiper your legs from side to side. Release a little bit of tension. And when you're ready, come to seated on your feet. We'll get ready here for camel's pose. So on your knees here, sit on your knees, standing on your knees. Hands, fingers down behind your back here, right before your glutes, and really push back so your elbows are directly behind you. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, backward bend right here. Really focus on having your hip tips out and only going as far as feels comfortable. If you can reach for the tops of your feet, go ahead and do that, but only if that's available to you. Inhale here. Exhale, release slowly. Come to a seat on your mat. Now come sitting on your glutes. Move out some whatever extra tissue you got back there. And have your legs out in front of you, straight or micro bended slightly. Really the focus here is to have a long back. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, reach your hands to your feet, if that's accessible to you. If you have a mat, if you have a block, put a block on your feet right here so you can move and get a deeper stretch here. Take a few breaths just on your own. And when you're ready with the last bit of core work we have for today, slowly lower down one vertebrae at a time. And we'll prepare for bridge pose. So bring your feet and your heels to the point where your fingertips can touch the back of your feet and your legs are bended as such. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, raise your hips up high and really try to just push up. Prevent any curvature in your back. Hip tips are parallel in front of you and just breathe here. Inhale and exhale. One more inhale here. And exhale slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Come to laying on your back. And Namaste, Supta Baddha Konasana, so bring your feet together. The bottom of your feet together. And when you get a chance, come up for happy baby pose. So bottoms of your feet come up and meet your hands. Make some happy baby noises. You can go like that, or if you're into lion's breath, whatever feels good for you. And when you're ready, come to a standing still. Extend your left leg out long. Have your right leg by your side here. Really push it into your elbow and slowly a spinal twist here. to your left. So bring your opposite leg, bring your right leg over your left. And this is where you're at, or if you need to bring your legs in like this. Have your hands out to a T. And just the focus here is to have both of your shoulders down to the ground. And just really feel this last bit of work before we go into Shavasana. Inhale, come back to happy baby pose. Extend your right leg out long. Your left leg bends over again. TikTok your hands to a T and just settle in for this pose. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, move around a bit in your yogi ball, whatever you need. Last bit of movement before we head into Shavasana. Inhale, exhale. You can go into your Shavasana pose, corpse pose. Towards the end of our class, this is usually the whole goal of class, is to get our body ready for this bit of peace that we've worked so hard for. Just take a few minutes here for yourself, and I'll call you out when it's time. When you're ready, slowly bring some awareness back into your breath. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, sway your head from side to side. And when you're ready, you can turn to any side, your favorite side. Come to the fetal position pose. They say Shavasana is the last pose, the corpse pose, the surrender pose. And fetal position, we are coming into a new life, a new part of our day after this practice. Slowly come to a seated position here, whatever feels most comfortable with for you. You can keep your eyes closed, that's even better. And let's end practice the way we started with a few cleansing breaths here. Inhale through your nose. Let it all out. Let's take another one just like that. Inhale through your nose. Let it all out. Lastly, inhale through your nose. Let it out through your nose. Bring your hands to heart center. Bring your hands to your forehead and bow slowly. Namaste. Thanks for joining, guys. Thanks for being my first Zoom class. Always will take some feedback, so let me know how it went, and maybe we'll do it again.
Definitely. That was awesome.
Thank you, guys.
Sharon and I are making chili tonight.
I know. I'm going to call in at 6.
At 6. Come hang.
Can't wait. Thank you, girls.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.